Hello everyone, welcome back. Hi dear Nimra, welcome. How are you? I hope you are doing well, dear. Hi, hello. Let's start writing. I am good. How about you guys? Thank you so much for asking. Hello, dear Nimra. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name, Sophia. Hi, dear Sophia. Welcome. How are you? Hi, dear Sidgaji. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear. I am good. How about you? Darren. Hi, Darren. Welcome. Hi, dear Sophia. Hello, dear. How are you? Thank you so much. Hey, dear Melon. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Have a good day. Welcome, guys. Okay. Okay, let's see who is next. Taro. Hi, dear. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Oh, okay, let's write. Here are yours. Welcome. Comment your beautiful name, guys. And don't forget to press the subscribe button. It's Kakak. Is your name Kakak, dear? Here is yours, or myself, because I can't understand this language. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you. You're most welcome. Thank you so much. Humera. Hi, dear Humera. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hey, dear Shavi. Here is yours. Welcome. Nimrod. Hi, Nimrod. Here is your beautiful name. Fika. Hi, Fika. How are you? Welcome. Ninde. Hi, dear Ninde. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear. Here is yours. Puneet. Hi, dear Puneet. How are you? Adil. Hi, Adil. Here is your good name. It's Nazreen. Hi, dear Nazreen. How are you? Hello, dear. Hi, what is your name, dear Jimoy? I can't understand this language, dear. Can you please write in English so I can better understand? Hi, Akmal. Welcome. Helene is here. Hello, dear Helene. How are you? It's Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Welcome. How are you? Hey, dear Gabby. Here is your beautiful name. It's Elijah. Hi, Elijah. Welcome. How are you? Ojal is here. Hi, Ojal. Welcome. Abid. Hi, dear Abid. Here is your beautiful name. Kian is here. Hi, Kian. How are you doing today? Here is yours, Anushka. Hi, Anushka. Welcome. How are you? Welcome. It's Kyla. Hello, dear Kyla. Here is your beautiful name. Hushi. Hi, Hushi. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear Munaza. Hi, Munaza. How are you? Hey, dear Anando. It's Anandi. Hi, Anandi. Welcome. How are you? Hey, dear Aleph. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Khadija. Hi, dear Khadija. How are you? Here is yours. Dimoisa, thank you for making it for me. Oh, you're most welcome, dear. Thank you so much. How are you? I am good, dear. Thank you so much for asking. Hi, Jigar. Welcome. It's Esme. Hey, dear Esme. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you. You're most welcome. Hi, dear Rame. Here is yours. It's Wasim. Hi, dear Wasim. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hi, Laz. Welcome back. How are you, dear? Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Lerman. Here is yours. Hi, dear Bayan. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Khadija. Okay. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Oliver. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. I am good too, dear. Thank you for asking. Mahima. Hi, Mahima. Welcome. How are you? How's your day going, dear lads? Hi, dear Yasin. Welcome. Hi, dear Malika. Malika is here. Hi, Malika. Welcome. Celine is here. Hi, dear Celine. It's Irene. Hi, Irene. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Yasin is here. Hi, dear Yasin. Welcome. It's Natale. Hi, Natale. How are you? Hushi. Hello, dear Hushi. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Juhi. Here is yours. It's Ibrahim. Hi, Ibrahim. Welcome. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Grim. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Wanchika. Here is your beautiful name. How are you? Guys, don't forget to double tap on your screens like this. You just have to do this with your beautiful hands. And oh, best of luck for your practical, dear lads. Hey, dear Mac. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Arafat. Here is yours. Welcome. It is a good name. It's Sanvi. Sanvi and Nidhi. Hello, welcome. Here is yours. It's Gabriel. Gabriel Lascu. Oh wow. Let me rewrite. What a unique name you have. It's Gabriel Lascu. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear Lydia. Here is your good name. It's Leah. Hi, Leah. How are you? Manvi. Hello, dear Manvi. Here is your beautiful name. Ehsan. Hi, Ehsan. Here is yours. Hi, dear Hidu. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Serda. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Bayan. Hi, Bayan. How are you? Hello, dear Akshat. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear Tio. Here is yours. Alicia is here. Hi, Alicia. Welcome. How are you? Hi, dear Jelly. Jelly, welcome. It's Karen. Hi, Karen. How are you? Guys, one thing you can do for me is just double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands. Let's move to the next name, which is Chirag. Hi dear Chirag, welcome. How are you? Hello dear Mariam. Here is your beautiful name. It's Samiksha. Hi Samiksha, welcome. How are you? Here is yours. Austin. Hi dear Austin. Here is your beautiful name. It's Sena. Hi dear Sena. Welcome. It is Selena. Hi Selena. How are you? Amina. Hello dear Amina. Here is your beautiful name. Hello dear Felton. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Reem. Hi dear Reem. How are you? Olivia is here. Hello dear Olivia. Have a good day dear. Aisha. Hi Aisha. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. It's Yasmin. Hi Yasmin. Welcome. How are you? Hello dear Ariva. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello dear. It's Delia. Oh, what a unique name you have. Delia. Here is oops. Let me rewrite. Dyliah. Okay, here is yours. Hello, hi dear Diana, welcome back. How are you doing today? Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Foza. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear Foza. Here is your good name. Ayan is here. Hi, dear Ayan. Welcome. Hello, dear. It's Dayala. Hey, Dayala. Welcome back. How are you? Hi, dear Anaya. Here is your beautiful name. How are you? Welcome. Hey, dear Laura. Here is yours. Sazia is here. Hi, Sazia. How are you? Hello, dear Ikra. Here is your good name. Hi, Raya. What a beautiful name you have, Raya. It's Radha. Hi, Radha. Welcome. How are you? Hello, dear Malak. Here is your beautiful name. It's Aiza. Hi, Aiza. Welcome. Guys, one thing you can do for me is just double tap on your screens like this, and don't forget to press the subscribe button there. Thank you so much. It's Ria. Hi, dear Ria. Welcome. Hi, dear Swaraj. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, Habib. How are you? Here is yours. Have a good day. Amanda is here. Hi, dear Amanda. Here is your good name. Amir. Hi, Amir. How are you? Hello, dear Sinan. Here is yours. It's Anaya. Hi Anaya, how are you? Hi dear Walid. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hey dear Ali. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Sean. Hi dear Sean. How are you? Let's see who is next. Hi dear Hannah. Here is your beautiful name. It's Farida. Hi, dear Farida. How are you? It's Eva. Hello, dear Eva. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Naira. Here is yours. Have a good day. Ariba is here. Hello, dear Ariba. Welcome. Hi, dear Medha. Hi, Medha. How are you? Hi, dear Khushi. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. It's Asma. Hi, dear Asma. How are you? Naman is here. Hello, dear Naman. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear LA. LA is here. Hi. It's Sarika. Hi, dear Sarika. How are you? Hello, dear Swati. Here is your beautiful name. It's Adan. Hi, dear Adan. How are you? Hi, dear Behnaz. Hello, dear Behnaz. How are you? Hi, dear Sama. Here is yours. Guys, one thing you can do for me is just double tap on your screen with your beautiful hands. Thank you so much. It's Gitesh. Hi, dear Gitesh. How are you? Here is a beautiful name. It's Malak. Hi, dear Malak. Here is yours. Hi, Deepika. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. It's Chloe. Hi, dear Chloe. How are you? Let's try T and G. Welcome. Here is yours. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear Max. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you for subscribing. Ken is back. Hi, dear Ken. Welcome. It's Ivana. Hi, dear Ivana. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Naila. Hi, Naila. How are you? Hi, dear. What is your beautiful name, dear? Malik said he loves you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Lots of love. Hey, let's ride. It is for you, Snehal. Hi, dear Nehal. How are you? It's Emma. Hey, dear Emma. Here is your good name. Hello, dear Lofe. Here is yours. Thank you for subscribing. It's Priya. Hi, dear Priya. Welcome. New. Hi, dear. What is your beautiful name? Welcome. It's Chihuahua. It's. Oh, sorry. I think I mispronounced your name. What is. How to pronounce this? Hi, dear Ayub. Hi, dear. Welcome. Here is yours. It's Gisele. Thank you so much for joining. Here is a good name. It's Elise. Hi, dear Elise. Welcome. Hi, how are you? It's Vilma. Hello, dear Vilma. Here is yours. Hey, dear Ayla. Here is your beautiful name. It's Hamza. Hi, dear Hamza. Here is yours. Hello, dear Sean. Here is a good name. It's Noor. Hi, Noor. How are you? Okay, let's try Logi. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Zahra. Hi, Zahra. How are you? Hello, dear Rashid. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Bayan. Hey, dear Bayan. How are you? Kaden. Why not, dear Kaden? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear. You are doing so fast. Yeah, because I want to write every name. Hey, Ria. Hey, dear David. Here is your good name. It's Huda. Hi, Huda. Welcome. Here is yours. Sarah is here. Hello, dear Sarah. Guys, one thing you can do for me is just double tap on your screens like this, and don't forget to press the subscribe button there. Let's move to the next name, which is NJ. Hi, dear NJ. How are you? It's Anam. Hi, Anam. Welcome. Here is yours. Hello, dear Legoshi. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hi, moderator. Welcome back. How are you? It's Ryder. I'm a rider. Hey, dear Aisha. Here is yours. How are you? It's Carol. Hey, dear Carol. Here is your good name. Let's see who is next. That's right, Kathy. Yay. Here is yours. Welcome. Sam. Hi, dear Sam. How are you? It's Rishi. Hello, dear Rishi. Here is a good name. It's Willie Yan. Oops, let me rewrite. Willie Yan. Here is yours. Geeta. Hi, dear Geeta. How are you? Here is a beautiful name. It's Joanne. Hello, dear Joanne. Welcome. Ibtisam. Hi, Ibtisam. Welcome. Ibtisam. Here is yours. Hello, dear Sahal. Here is a beautiful name. Mahira is here. Hello, Mahira. How are you? Here is yours. Hi, dear Tyra. Here is a good name. It's Mia. Hello, Mia. How are you? Hi, dear Davidson. It's Davidson. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi, dear. It's Kimpo. Hi. What a unique name you have. Welcome. Sawan. Hi, dear Sawan. How are you? Hello, dear Irtaza. Here is your beautiful name. It's Renan. Hi, Renan. Welcome. Zahra is here. Hello, dear Zahra. How are you? Hi, dear Seema. Here is your beautiful name. Thanks. You're most welcome, dear. It's Drupad. Hi. Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, dear Noor. Here is your beautiful name. Anam is here. Hi Anam, how are you? There's one thing you can do for me. It's just double tap on your screens with your beautiful little hands and don't forget to press the subscribe button. It's Gaby. Hi dear Gaby, how are you? Hello dear Perasto. Perasto is here. Hey dear Perasto, how are you? Hi dear Ananya. Hi Ananya, how are you? Here is yours. Have a good day, dear. Right. That's right. Here is yours. Hello, dear Bacon. Here is your beautiful name. Salam. Hi, dear Emily. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Anha. Hi, Anha. How are you? Hello, dear Alexander. Alexander is here. How are you, dear Alexander? Here is yours. Hey, dear Muskan. Here is your good name. Welcome. Sonia. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, Ishika. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear. Oh, hi, Pari. Welcome. Sad to hear, moderator. Here is yours. Hey, dear Elena. Here is your beautiful name. It's Reem. Hi, Reem. Welcome. How are you? Let's see who is next. It's Fasila. Hi, dear Fasila. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is here. It's Lisa. Hello, dear. Here is yours. Hi, Nerjes. How are you? Umar. Hi, Umar. Let's try Nerjes. Hello, dear Nerjes. How? Nerjes. Oh. Oh, they are. Yes, yes. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Umar. Hi, dear Umar. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Jasmine. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear Ayush. Ayush is here. Welcome. It's Jude. Happy birthday, dear Jude. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Sahal. Here is yours. Welcome. Damer. Hello, dear Damer. How are you? It's Huda. Hi, Huda. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi, dear Amina Tariq. Hi, dear Amina. Welcome. How are you? Here is yours. Guys, don't forget to double tap on your screens like this, and there is a subscribe button waiting for your finger press. Let's see who is next. Hi, dear. Hi, Islam is here. Hello, dear. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear. It's Mia. Here is your good name. Hello, dear. I can't understand this language, but I think your name is Porto. Here is yours. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. It's Hilmar. Hi, dear Hilmar. Here is yours. Hi, dear. It's Chai or Kai. How to pronounce this, dear? Here is yours. So sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but here is a beautiful name. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. It's Jojo. Hi, Jojo. Welcome. Ayush. Hi Ayush, here is yours. Hello dear Nisam. Here is your beautiful name. You have such a beautiful name. Hi dear Rose. Here is yours. Azza is here. Hello dear Azza. How are you? Hi dear Karinov. Karinov is here. Welcome. It's Samriddhi. Hi Samriddhi. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. What is your name? It means Samur or it's me Mia Samur.